Hey there! I am coming at you today with 10 things that need to be on your crafty girl wish list. My name is Kristen with ISeeStarsQuilting.com. I have a modern quilting blog where I share tips, tricks, and tutorials for the modern quilter to make your creative life easier. So I thought I would share with you today some of the things that are on my wish list and things that I have really enjoyed in my sewing room, and maybe you'll find something that you can add to your wish list. The first thing that is always really handy and always needed in your sewing room or your crafting room, whatever space that you are most creative in, is lighting, okay? Lighting, just that one bulb in the middle of the ceiling, it's not gonna do it, y'all. You can always use more lighting. I have a couple suggestions here on the lighting that I use. I really like this one from Amazon. It's not gonna break your bank. It's really simple and it has served me so well for many years. I think this year I'm really going to look at all the different options for lighting underneath my sewing machine so that I can get more direct light on the fabric while I'm sewing. And I think that I'm zeroing in on this option right here. Number 2 is the friction pins. You know what? Hold on, I'm sure I've got one like right here. Boom. I've talked about these things a whole lot. I love them, okay? They erase very cleanly with your iron. They erase with heat. So they are fantastic for marking on your fabric without having to worry about it staining your fabric or leaving any markings behind. They come in multiple colors too. I happened to get a giant pack of the blue ones before I knew they came in pink, but perhaps next time I will get the pink ones. These things are fantastic in the sewing room. They are amazing. If you haven't already been urged to try them by other quilters, you need to try them. The number 3 thing to add to your wish list is ironing accessories. I really love the mini ironing stations. They even have ironing boards that, no joke, are like this big. And you would think that this is such an extra thing to have in here. I tell you what, those little mini ironing stations, they're so cute and they're really useful for when you're just doing tiny seams. If you're just sewing half square triangles or you're just sewing little bitty blocks together. A mini ironing board or even a mini iron if you don't own one yet. I love mine. It's as fun as an iron can be, to be honest. I mean, it's still an iron, okay? It's tiny, it's light, it's not super big and heavy when I'm working on little seams. I've written a whole blog on this iron in particular. I will link the blog down below, as well as where you can purchase all of the items that I'm mentioning in this video. Number 4 is super cute notions. I mean, we're kind of like crafting trolls. That whole aisle at the fabric store or at Hobby Lobby or wherever you get your crafting supplies of super cute things that are pink and happy and fun and glittery, and we're just trolls. We love to collect little shiny pretty things. There's so many cute notions out there. There's decorative pens, for instance. If somebody doesn't know what to get you, or if you're looking for some ideas on what you can get your other quilter friends, cute notions are always a win in my book. I love cute pins. I love things that I can use on a daily basis that are just fun. These little things like this are really fun to add to your collection and use on a daily basis. When you use it, you think of the person that gave it to you, and it just makes it so much more fun. Number 5 is quilting rulers. Maybe you've had the same quilting ruler forever. Maybe it's a little scuffed up. Maybe it's, had a run in with the floor one time when you dropped it and a little bit kind of pricked off the end. Quilting rulers are always good if you're looking for things to even up your squares, okay? The quilting rulers that are cut to size, or quilting templates, those are always winners as well. Quilting rulers, they gotta be replaced sometimes. They're just tools that we use constantly over and over again. And you may find that after years and years of use, that straight edge on your ruler isn't perfectly straight anymore because you've taken your rotary cutter and you've gone past it multiple times, and it's just wear and tear. So, if you're looking for something that you could definitely need, then replace your most used tools. That's a really good place to start. Number 6 is a wool pressing mat. Do you have one of these yet? Because I cannot stop talking about it. I mean, it's one of those things that like once you start using it, that little light bulb is gonna go off in your head and you're gonna go, oh, this is why she never shut up about it, okay? The wool maintains your heat. So as you have your mat here, you have your fabric here, and then you have your iron on top of it, you're actually heating through both layers, okay? So you're heating the top and you're on the bottom as well. So it's heating through all those layers and it's going to get your fabric extra nice and flat. It works wonders. It also comes in all kinds of different sizes. You can use a wool pressing mat right next to your sewing machine so that as you're sewing your blocks, get them nice and flat so you don't have to worry about doing it all later. But if you do not have one of these, I highly suggest that you get one. This is definitely something to add to your list. Number 7 is a lighted tracing tablet. I didn't see the need for this in the very beginning, but I tell you what, it was at a really good price point where I felt like it was kind of worth the gamble, and it has paid for itself like 100 times over in my book as far as making my task easier. So if you're into foundation paper piecing as well as English paper piecing, this lighted tablet makes it easy to see through your fabric and see through the paper, okay? It makes it easy to trace. If you're doing templates, it makes it easy to trace on top of. It's wonderful to use and it's also very durable. So I have one that has like the LED lights on it. It's really light, it's easy to transport, it's easy to charge, and it's fantastic to take with you. The bonus is it's at a really good price point. So if you're, wanting to try something new but not wanting a huge investment, this is a really, really good item to keep on your list. You won't regret buying it. Number 8 is a little notion that, again, I didn't really see its necessity when I bought it, but I knew I needed it for a few little things. But it's a fast turn fabric turner. And all it is this long stick. There's different versions of this out there, but it's a long stick that helps you turn your fabric right side out, okay? If you're doing any type of fabric tube that you're sewing, this is going to help you turn it out in the areas where you cannot get your fingers to fit in and grab it and pull it back out. It's so little and it seems so extra, but it is so useful in your sewing room. And the more that you have it, the more that like you'll get used to using it, and your brain's gonna go off and you're gonna think of different ways to use it, and you're going to pull it out over and over again. It's one of those tools that like I bought one time and I've used like countless hundreds of times. Number 9. So if you're still thinking of things to add to your wish list, one thing that I always like to suggest is a subscription box, okay? This takes all pressure off of you, all right? If you find a subscription box that is themed towards the likes of your person that you're shopping for, you win, okay? It's perfect. Everything has already been done for you in these subscription boxes. Now, I've reviewed a couple subscription boxes on my channel, ones that I really, really like. I also have a couple blog posts, which I will link to down below. Go check those out and see. Cratejoy is a really, really good website that has all the kinds of subscription boxes, so you don't really have to do a ton of research. It's already on there. Find something that works for them. You don't have to do like a whole year of subscription boxes. A lot of times you can just do 1 month, you can do 3 months. They make it really easy for you. The quilting ones that I have done have been fantastic. You get like some fabric, you can get patterns, you can get all kinds of different things, but it really takes the pressure off of you, and it keeps it at a price point that I think is really, really reasonable to expect to pay for a subscription box. It's a surprise. It's really fun to get happy mail. So subscription boxes are a really good way to go shopping without actually having to like shop for all the pieces to your gift. It makes it very simple and easy, and still very thoughtful gifts. The last thing on the list is number 10. Perhaps your budget isn't giant, or you're just wanting to do something nice for somebody else. A winner thing that you can always put on your list is a sweet coffee date, or like a just get together and have dinner date, or like a shopping afternoon or something, that is a perfect way to tell somebody that you care about them. I want to spend time with you. You know, perhaps money isn't plentiful this year with the way things have been going, but time is something that you can always gift, and it is always very much appreciated. And I love the extra effort that is put forth when you show somebody that you actually really, really care. So adding a coffee date or a shopping trip or something to your list is always really, really, really fun to do. And it's also something you can kind of cash in on later. So you can like get the gift of a rain check date and then actually get to go on it later. It's always really, really fun. 10 things that you can add to your list right there. If you have more ideas to add to this list, put them down in the comments below. I would love to read them. I'd love to see if there's anything that I'm missing out on as well. For more tips, tricks, and tutorials for the modern quilter, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below as well as the little bell next to it. That will get you a notification every time I post new content. My name is Kristen with ISeeStarsQuilting.com. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye! If I say fantastic one more time, I'm sorry. I get excited. Sorry.